Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Onalaska Luther. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we're ready to bring you today's matchup between the host Luther Knights and the Viroqua Blackhawks. Well, it's a very, very windy day. The sun is out partially, but they're going to get this ball game in. And probably right around 60 degrees, maybe just under now, I'll bet. It was about 62 when I arrived about 40 minutes ago. Let's take a look here as on the mound, it'll be Jackson Kendall for Luther. His battery mate, Owen Haas. Meanwhile, the Viroqua Blackhawks will counter here today with Tyler Quackenbush on the mound, and Matthew Weston will be his battery mate. First pitch coming right up. Here's our opening pitch, and this ball game underway. It's going to be in there for a called strike. Starting things off here, Kendall gets the pop-up coming our way. Oh, that just about made it to us here. Pretty close. You might see the ball roll by us. But up here to bat, Miles Fry, the shortstop, looking to try and jumpstart things here. That ball just a bit low and skipping away from the catcher and Haas. Yeah, like we said, it's a bit of a cool night. I actually brought my heavier jacket with me, and I'm glad I did with the wind blowing as it is. Here's a ground ball that's going to be up the middle for a base hit. Down a couple of strikes here, and Fry sat back on it and took it right back up the middle. That was a nice piece of hitting. So we'll mark Fry down with the base hit. And that'll bring up Jack Olson. Here goes the runner, and Fry will be in safely at second base. It's a very deep porch, as they would say. I tell you what, a catcher, it's not fun being the catcher right here. Behind the catcher, a lot of real estate. A little mound cleaning here, a little landscaping going on. Blackhawks and the Knights both at 1-1 here in the early part of the year. Boy, I tell you, you thought the way the early portion of the spring was going, you're going to get a lot of ball games in, but that was not the case between the snow and the rain, and we need all that water for the farmers. My goodness, it's been dry. But it did put a crimp into things in regards to getting any baseball or softball games going. Luther played 2 games, lost to Bangor. Here's a ground ball, the second baseman. He'll go to second, get one. The relay will not be in time as Tyler Quackenbush grounds into a fielder's choice here. Olson is taken off the base path for 6. And there's 1 out. Brings up the cleanup hitter in Connor Matheson. Matheson stepping in from the left side, number 23. Quick toss back to the pitcher. They'll let the runner go in Quackenbush. Asking for time. Here's a hard stroke, and that gets by the left fielder. Made a stab at it. It's going to be a stand-up double, and 2 runs coming across here as Matheson comes up with the big hit. We're going to give him the base hit. That was a sinking line drive, and I tell you what, that ball you hit out towards left field, the wind's coming in from left to right, and you're not going to get a lot on it. I mean, it's just going to get knocked down like crazy. So we're going to give him a 2 RBI double for Quackenbush, and Ben Zom, the left fielder, steps in. There's a called strike as the pitcher in Jackson Kendall comes right back, firing a BB. Fouling that one back, he had a good rip. Zom tried to stay right on top of it. Pretty good looking swing also. Well, we have all of our sponsors that we're going to be mentioning throughout the day. And of course, you'll see them in the lower corner of the screen in this tape delayed broadcast. Wright Insurance Agency helping us out. That's Miranda Wright out of Westby and Viroqua. The family that you choose, of course. Zom wants a little time. He steps out, takes a look at things. And ready to go again. Ooh, a called strike 3. 2 down now. That one just at the kneecap. That's going to bring up Braden Peterson. Right fielder, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch zeroed in by the catcher, and it's 0-1. Kendall fires. That one's a bit upstairs and away. And that will even the count at 1 apiece. A swing and a miss. Runner in scoring position here for the Blackhawks, as we say thanks to ADRC, Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County. Some great work that they're doing. There's a foul ball back to the screen. And thanks to Scott Wall of the Bank of Cashton. Beautiful facility there. Here's a little ground ball, first base side, and the first baseman, that'll be an easy play for him, unassisted, as stepping on the bag is Ben Crabtree. Well, let's take a look here. A couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors in the inning, and 1 left on base. We'll take a little break. 2-0 to score here after a half an inning. Viroqua on top. On the mound today for the Blackhawks of Viroqua, we will see Tyler Quackenbush. Matthew Weston will be his battery mate as he jogs back. Shooting here from the right field side and up in, well, beyond the foul territory, obviously here behind the fence, as you can see. Going to be just off the mark on the first offering to Nick Schultz, the shortstop. Well, I tell you what, some of these names so familiar with a lot of the sporting events for both these teams. the Knights and the Blackhawks. Quackenbush taking a look, and the lefty is set. He is going to get an offering here by Schultz, and it's 1-1. Thanks to those great folks at Bethel Home and Services, located in Viroqua and Westby. A lot of great things going on there. There's a called strike, and that will take care of Schultz and his at-bat. He goes down looking here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up Shaw McCoy. McCoy, the second baseman, he'll bat from the left side and face the left-handed hurler in Quackenbush. Swing and a miss on that first offering. Sitting here from looking across the field, and of course when the sun comes out, somewhere along the way I misplaced my hat, so the sun is kind of tough that way. We'll take it though. We'll not complain about that at all. Not even a little bit. Quackenbush now behind 2-1. Swinging through on that offering. That looked like a pretty good fastball. To even the count at 2-2. Viroqua playing a couple of games on Saturday. We may try to get to one of those. Here's a pop-up, and that is going to be out of play. Over there at third base, who wound up in, that was Jack Dahl, wound up in the dugout of the Knights. Count will hang at 2-2. A little chopper back, second base, bobble, and going to throw it away. Oh, a tough break right there as Jack Olson charged it. Quackenbush let it go by. It's going to go down as an error. Olson did a good job of charging. Had to do a little double pump, and that was enough to apparently throw him off the mark a tad. Good job by Matthew Weston backing up the play. He was not that far behind the hitter in McCoy. Eli Kraus stepping in. Curveball dropped in at the knees. Had him stepping back on that one. Just missed a little bit tight. One and one, quick toss back here to first base, but back in easily was McCoy, though he did dive in. Upstairs, 2-1 now. Well, we'll see about Saturday. We'll try to maybe do one game. That's going to be a walk issued now after the air. Two on for the Knights. They're down 2-0 with one away. Here's their number 4 hitter, and Ben Crabtree, the first baseman. Left-handed hitter. Quackenbush Must have missed inside on that one. In on the hands a little bit. Huge swing right there, and he came up empty. Well, Thursday they're talking rain again, so probably not a whole lot going on coming up here. Friday we might have a ball game. That one might be in Westby. I'm trying to remember now. Called strike. A swing and a miss, and that will be the end of his at bat. I lost a strike somewhere in there. Two down now, and the pitcher, Jackson Kendall, steps in. Right-handed hitter. And he takes a cut on the first offering from Quackenbush, 0-1. Quackenbush just missed on that one. Pretty good pitch. Thanks to Cameron Fortune, your new Directions real estate agent, Lesby and Viroqua. And don't forget Cashton Building Supply and CBS Design helping us out today. Kevin Kirking and Courtney Kuzi. Great place to go when it comes to picking up your renovation needs, lumber and hardware and that. Swing and a miss there. And well, we also, while we're talking about some of those sponsors, how about Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson. That crew is going to be busy here, your organic farming experts. That one might have been high and away to Kendall. And let's see, he is run the count full now. There's a swing and a miss. Quackenbush gets out of the inning. No runs on no hits. There was 2 left on base, an error in the inning and a walk as well. And as I said, 2 runners will be stranded here for the Knights. 2-0 your score. Top of the second coming up. Well, let's take a look. The 7, 8, 9 part of the order now for the Blackhawks. And that means Matthew Weston, the catcher, Jack Doe at third base, and Alex Hoyam, the first baseman. Kendall continuing to pitch here. There's a strike, and now it's 0-2 to Matthew Weston. And he got him swinging. Strikeout number 2 for Kendall. Here's Jack Doe, third baseman. Doe with a good effort back in that top of the first, trying to get after a foul ball. Wound up in the dugout here. For the Knights anyways. Well, speaking of being out in the land, or on the land, however you want to say it, it's going to be Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op. Those fellas and gals are going to be awfully busy. That ball is fouled back. That one in on the hands. Thanks to John Maslewicek and that wonderful crew down there in the Chaseburg and Stoddard area, Red Mound. Ground ball, third base side. This is just foul. Good hustle by Dahl, motoring down the line, but the ball just scooted foul. Well, you're watching this in part because of all of our sponsors, one of those being Coon Valley Telecommunications. Thanks to Carol and that great crew bringing you the action today. Kendall wants a new set of signs as he steps back. Yeah, he liked the sign because he fired a strike, and that will be the end of Jack's at bat. 3 out of 4 batters now strikeout victims. Out of the last 4 batters anyways. 2 in a row here in the top of the second inning. First baseman and Alex Hoyam stepping in. Called strike. Well, the wind seems to have died down a little bit compared to what it was maybe 20 minutes ago. There's a chopper foul. Well, I tell you, you got to that back in that top of the first inning and the wind was whistling. We're going to get some nice sunshine here in just a moment. One of the larger clouds going to finally move on. Here's Kendall. A fly ball, pretty well tagged here. Look out, and it's tracked down by the center fielder. Boy, what a job there getting on his horse out there in center field. Let's take a quick look. That was Eli Krause, and he had the motor. No doubt about that one. Well, it winds up a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. The deep fly ball being caught for out number 3. We're going to come right back with the bottom half of the second inning. The Blackhawks out in front 2-0, and it's going to be the 6, 7, 8 part of the order for the Luther Knights. Well, back we come here, and wow, the first offering in there for a called strike, as it is Owen Haas, the catcher, stepping in. A big swing and a miss. And he finds himself down 0-2 early on in this at-bat. High fly ball that's caught right out here in right field. It's coming up on the grab. That was Braden Peterson. He had it tracked all the way. So 1 down. And that'll bring up your number 7 hitter in Jim Weber. Oh, Jim or Jim? I think it was Jim. Hope I'm saying that right, Mr. Weber. That ball snuck in on him. He had to step out of the way. Eagle Title Company, thanks to Lori Holte, supporting the broadcast that's coming up over the spring, as we get another called strike located down there in Coon Valley, the Eagle Title Company. And our thanks to Embroidery and More, that's Greg Danes and that crew down there on Swigum Road in Westby. It's your team looking sharp. There's a called strike again. That might have been a little bit of a curve. Weber was thinking it was inside a little bit. Ooh, that one was inside. It clipped him in the leg. So a hit batsman puts a runner on with one down for Gabe Shepard, who steps in. First time around here yet for Luther Knights. The ball bounced in front. Nice job by Weston to keep the ball in front of him. And the runner at first base. That one rolls on him and up around the helmet area. That pitch downstairs, so just the opposite. 3-0 now. Quackenbush trying to find the range. And he got it. Got the automatic there. That one popped back to the screen. And now we're at a full count. Quackenbush trying to battle back here. Another foul ball. That one lifted off to our left side. Easy toss back over to first base. And the Knights making sure their teammate knows to get back. Swing and a miss. Well, Quackenbush battled back after he was down in the count at 3-0. Took him 4 pitches later, but he was able to finally get the strikeout. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter in Peyton Hunter. Hunter stepping in. He's on the right side. Check swing, foul back. Top of the order, and Nick Schultz on deck. 1 on, 2 down here for Luther. And they trail 2-0 to Viroqua here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Called strike. Quackenbush trying to find his range. Probably not as consistent as he would like to be. That one sailed up high. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive. 2-2 now. Here's a little pop-up, and it is going to be a foul ball. Hoyam giving chase, not able to get to that one, though. That had some spin on it. You could almost see it from here. Well, thanks also, excuse me, right there in Viroqua. It's Effinger's Sales and Service, Effinger's Equipment. We thank Mark Effinger and family for their wonderful support. Swing and a miss, and that will take care of the inning. Well, a fly out. hit batsman and in 2 strikeouts. No runs on no hits. 1 left on base. After 2 complete, Viroqua still in front by a score of 2-0. And when we come back, right back, it's going to be the top of the order for the Blackhawks. Well, here we go with the top of the 3rd inning. Miles Fry, the shortstop, to start things off. He will take a called strike from Kendall. And here's a fly ball that is going to be caught out here in center field. Dropping back, zeroing in on that was Krause. Not sure if it's Krause or Kraus. We'll just say Eli made a nice grab. That will bring up Jack Olson, the lefty, who got on by a walk, but then was forced out back in the first inning, not the second, the first inning. It was a fielder's choice off the bat of Quackenbush. That's downstairs. That one, I'm not sure if that clipped him a little bit there, or if he got the walk. I think it was a walk. We'll mark it down as such. Fly ball, it's going to drop in for a hit out here in center field. Quackenbush coming up with a nice shot. And the Blackhawks have 2 on with 1 down as they look to try and add to their lead here of 2-0. They'll look to the bat of Connor Matheson, the cleanup hitter. Two pitches, and it's a 2-0 count. There's a foul ball down the left field side. Oh, he gave it a little bit of a ride there. But that, again, just a bit of a tough angle for him as it took off. Two and one now. That ball bouncing out in front and sliding into third base just in time. Everybody will move up one. That was Jack Olson. Yeah, he had to turn on the jets just a little bit there. Now runners in scoring position, an opportunity to double up on the runs again. Ground ball, first base side. That'll be a foul ball. Matheson has now found himself at 3-2. Again, Kendall still needs to get a good pitch in here. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Just missed inside. Matheson loads the bases with a walk for the left fielder and Ben Zom. Zom last time up caught looking on a ball that just dropped in the zone. That was out number 2 back in the first. Here's a shot out to right field. 1 run's gonna go. Here comes 2 around the corner, and he'll be in safely. A 2-run single to right field by Ben Zom puts the Viroqua Blackhawks out in front 4-0 now. Scooting over to third was Matheson on some good base running there. Got on his horse, as they say. Oh, runners at first and third here. Let's see what happens for Braden Peterson now as he steps in. Runner taking off. Quick throw down the third, nothing happening there. There's a strike. Peterson can put a couple more runs on. There's a ball that gets through. He'll get 1. Picking up an RBI as that ball scoots out to left field. Got through the infield. So Peterson with a base hit. Again, runners at first and third. Zom all the way over from first, even with the ball out there in front of him in left field. He's got some wheels. Peterson will stay close to home, drawing the throw from Kendall. Thanks to Main Street Mobile Mart. Here's a throw down, and you're going to be safe in there. Throw wound up on the first base side, and a good job of base running there by Peterson. He went down on the infield side to get the base. There's a strike. This is Matthew Weston, by the way, the catcher who struck out in his first at bat. There's the ball right on the old letters, and it's 1-2. We've seen Matthew get things going in the past, especially during that Legion summer baseball. Oh, he got caught looking on that one though, and he's going to go down for the second time via the strikeout. That is out number 2. All the way back in the top of the order here. 6 batters ago. First out. Now it's 3 runs are in. Jack Dell takes a called strike as Kendall trying to battle back. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Wow, 0-3. How about that? A called strike 3. Well, 3 runs will come across here for the Blackhawks. They get those 3 runs on 3 hits. There was a walk, 2 walks in the inning, no errors. And the Blackhawks of Viroqua will take a 5-0 lead as they move to the bottom half of the 3rd inning here for the Luther Knights. Our thanks going out to Miles of Smiles, Child Care Center, Ashley Liam and her team helping us out with today's broadcast right there in Westby. Well, welcome back here to Onalaska Luther. as we move into the bottom half of inning. Let's see, where are we at here? Bottom of the third, aren't we? There's a swing and a miss. We're back to the top of the order here for Onalaska Luther, which that means that's Nick Schultz out here as he gets a pretty good cut in. That ball's popped up and out of play. Kendall fires that one, or check that, Quackenbush. I'm sorry, I was off base here. Both teams with their white uniforms today. That'll mess me up. There's a called strike. And out number one. That is the second time in the ball game that Schultz has gone down looking. It's 2 in a row as he's the leadoff hitter, first and third innings. That is the 6th strikeout now for Quackenbush. That ball's fouled off. Well, Nordic Lanes bringing you today's action. We appreciate Scott and Sue Sordahl. There's something going on for each and every season up there at Nordic Lanes in Westby. Quackenbush just missed on that offering. And our thanks going out to Premier Co-op. You'll find them in Westby and beyond. Here's a fly ball, left field, and that's going to be caught. That's out number 2. McCoy flies out to left field, which is where Ben Zom is roaming. Kraus steps in. Eli. Fouled that one off the helmet of Weston. Eli is no official at bat. He's walked in his first at bat, and so that's where he sits. Fouling that one back. 2-2 now. Just missed outside. Thanks to Peck's Corner as well out there in County D in Cashton. Thanks to Nicholas Brigham and the crew out there. Some great sandwiches, luncheon specials, homemade. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for Quackenbush. No runs on no hits and nobody left on base. It was a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Blackhawks. They lead 5-0. We go to the top of the 4th. Jackson Kendall continues to pitch here for the Luther Knights, and it's the 9-1-2 part of the order for Viroqua. Here's a shot, and I mean a shot. It's going to split the defense, and gets all the way to the fence. Stepping in at second base. Wow, did he put a little bit of spit and fire on that one? That was Alex Hoyam with a stand-up double as he coasted into second base. Teammates were yelling down, but he had it gauged pretty well, didn't he? Thanks to our fine friends at the Riverbank, you'll find them in. There's a ground ball and a quick toss over. It's going to go over the head of the first baseman. Hoyam is going to stay at third, and Miles gets over to second. That's going to have to go down as an error. A good throw, even with Miles and his speed, they probably would have had him. But I'm not official anyway, so I'm just going to have to go with what probably is being put down as an error. Well, a chance here for Jack Olson now. Try and come up with a hit. Add a couple more here to the 5-0 lead that Viroqua has on the Luther Knights. There's a called strike right at the knees. Jackson Kendall, he's pretty much a quick pitcher here, fast worker. Another called strike. And it's 2-2. Well, more baseball and softball coming up over the course of the next couple of months here, month and a half. And then, boy, then you get into June and it's it's Legion baseball time. Here's a ground ball right back to the pitcher, and they got Hoyam, and he is going to be tossed out. He got himself leaning the wrong way. That's a tough one, the comebacker. Olson with the fielder's choice here. And let's take a look here. Hoyam is off the base path now. That's a tough break. 1-5 for out number one. But then, you turn around and you go, well, Weber has got to be feeling good about that because it was his toss to first that allowed Hoyam to get to third base after he smacked a double. Quick toss down to second, but Fry is back in easily. Quackenbush came up with a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's a high fly ball. It is out of here. It's a home run. As, boy, Quackenbush unloads on that one. And he'll jog around the bases here and be met by the teammates. That was a no-doubter. When I heard it hit the bat, I just looked down to check on something, and I thought, ooh, that sounded good. A tough break there, with Hoyam getting picked off. That ball lifted out towards left field, and the left fielder doing a nice job of getting to that one. That coming off the bat of Matheson. Shepard able to track it down for out number two. Here's Zom to try and restart things for the Blackhawks, who now have an 8-0 lead. That ball bouncing away. Well, let's take a look here. More of our sponsors. How about Rural Mutual Insurance helping us out? Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare as well. Thanks to that great crew in Cashton, by the way. All kinds of great things going on at Scenic Bluffs Community Health. That offering from Jackson upstairs, swing and a miss. Zom had a good rip. That one he was able to hold back, I believe, and the count's 3-2. Zom is going to coax a walk after all that. And Braden Peterson will step in. Braden with a nice base hit. And his last at bat, he's 1 for 2 today. First time up, he grounded to the first baseman, right down the line. There's a called strike. Swinging a foul back deep on that across the road. Eight nothing your score. Blackhawks here in the top of the 4th with a big 3-run shot from Tyler Quackenbush over the right field fence. Pretty much the no-doubter. Runner taking off. No, dead ball, they say. Kind of wondered about that. It did come up and catch Braden in the leg, so it hit by the pitch. We'll put 2 runners on now for Matt Weston, who is 0 for 2. Looking for his first shot here in the game. Coach coming out just to get a clarification. Well, Sealand's Carpet Land, if you walk on it, they sell it. That's Tim's idea of things. He has no problem with that. I just think that's a great way to think, huh? Sealand's Carpet Land, what a job they're doing in Coon Valley. There's a dribbler. Nope, they're going to call it a foul ball. Weston got to be feeling a little snake bit here. He struck out swinging and then got caught looking in back-to-back innings. 2nd and 3rd. Here he is in the 4th. It's now 0-2. Here's a ground ball. Shortstop, the throw in time to get the out. Well, he put the bat on the ball that time, but winds up grounding 6-3 to end the inning. But, as we mentioned, a 3-run shot from Tyler Quackenbush stakes the Blackhawks to an 8-0 lead, 3 runs on 1 hit. There was a hit batsman, fielder's choice, an error, and a walk in the inning. Returning here to the Luther Knight baseball complex, Viroqua will be facing the 4, 5, 6 part of the night order here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Right in the heart of the lineup. Crabtree, your number 4 hitter, batting from the left side, takes another strike. He had swung and fouled one off, took a ball, and that one's in there at the letters. 1 and 2. That one got past the catcher. Here comes the throw. It's going to be in time. Nice job by Matthew Weston to fire that ball down. Boy, that tell you what, that is not easy. He got on up and out of that crouch quickly so he could get to the ball and throw the strike to get Crabtree out to preserve the strikeout. Fly ball, that's going to be out of play. For Jackson Kendall. This is only the 2nd time up for Jackson here in the bottom of the 4th. He finds himself down 2-0 in the count. Or excuse me, it's 0-2. That one's going to be upstairs. Here's a fly ball. Zom gets underneath that one for out number 2, and our thanks going out to those sponsors, and it will include Sleepy Hollow. Thanks to Spanky and that bunch. Boy, I tell you what a great job they continue to do serving the area. You talk about folks wanting to go the extra mile, that's what they will do to help out. There's a swing and a miss. Haas, the catcher, went after a ball that was a little bit upstairs. But you get yourself in that frame of mind that when you see it, you're looking at taking a good cut. Hard to slow down, hard to stop. Swing and a miss. That will take care of the inning. Thanks to Luke Rosenbaum, by the way, for his help today with everything. And, of course, also Peter Swanson, head coach here for the Blackhawks. Well, with that strikeout, it's another 1-2-3 inning here for Viroqua. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. 8-0 your score. We will come back in just a moment. Our thanks going out to Vernon Electric Cooperative, that Touchstone Energy Cooperative serving southwest and western Wisconsin. We turn to the top half of inning number 5. And looks like we should be back to the, well, we're going to go 8-9-1. That's where we're located. 8-9-1. Jack Dahl, Alex Hoyam, and then Miles Fry. First 3 batters here. Viroqua out in front, 8-0 here in the top of the 5th. They'll be pushing to try and get a couple of runs and then try and hold the Knights. But they got to get those 2 runs first. Luther looking to try and shut the door. A new pitcher on the mound here for Luther. This is Shaw McCoy, who started out at second base. Now pitching. And the first batter that he faces, it's going to be a walk for Jack Dahl. Vernon Manor Healthcare bringing you tonight's ball game. I can say tonight we're now in the after 6 o'clock time frame, right? Here's a ball tossed down to second base. Good slide. Yeah, I didn't see what the count was, and it's not up on the board just yet. There's a strike. Hoyam split the defense out in left center in his last at bat. Boy, did he get a hold of that one. All the way to the fence. It rolled on the ground. He stung it though. Got fooled on that pitch by McCoy. And goes down swinging for out number 1. Move to the top of the order here now for Miles Fry. There's a speed demon. He's got some zip to those legs. He takes the ball downstairs. Vernon Manor, of course, out there on the north side, over 110 years they've been serving the area. Here's a high fly ball. This is pretty well tagged. It's going to get over the head of the center fielder. And let's take a look and see what's going to happen. They'll let the runner go and keep Fry at second base. Wow. Fry unloads on one. That left the bat in a hurry, let me tell you. Doe able to score. And now runners at, they traded places, we'll say. I like to say that quite a bit if you're a ball player. Trade places. And that's what happened with one down and one in. There's a called strike to Jack Olson. This is a little looper that's going to drop in. They're going to keep the runner at third base. Yes, they will. Olson had that one kind of jam in on him a little bit, but he fought it off for a single and puts runners at first and third. Well, thanks going out to Vernon Memorial Healthcare. So much care, so close. They continue to do a terrific job for the area. The Viroqua and Vernon County and the communities surrounding. And no one does more for veterans than the VFW, located on the south side of Viroqua. Appreciate their terrific support. Here's a ball hit out here. That's going to get all the way to the fence. One run's coming across. coming around the corner and will get in without a major play. The throw up the line. Boy, I tell you what, Quackenbush, he got another great hit. He's going to get a double on that one. So he is hitting the ball hard. He'll clean the bases there with 2 more. And the Blackhawks out in front 11-0. And Connor Matheson will look to try and keep things going. (11-0) with 1 down. Ground ball, second baseman, he'll pick and throw for out number 2. Matheson down 4-3. Quackenbush winds up at third base on the play for Ben Zom. Zom, by the way, he came up with a big hit. I'll check that. He walked back in the 4th, but he had a nice base hit to back in the 3rd inning. He got a hold of one. Nice line drive. That's going to drop down low at the ankles. Well, thanks to the Viroqua Booster Club, and congratulations to them. They had another terrific fundraiser this past month. That was back March 23rd, I believe the date was. They do a tremendous job of supporting the Blackhawk teams over the years. Fouled that one off, did Zom. And the Viroqua Dental Center bringing you the action today. They're located on the north side, just behind Sleepy Hollow. Can't miss them. That was a little bit inside for a ball, and the count is 3-2 now for Ben Zom. McCoy in the stretch. Oh, called strike 3. Got him at the knees. That is the second time today that Zom has gone down looking in this contest. Well, a couple more runs, make it 3 runs coming across here for the Blackhawks. They get those 3 runs on 3 big hits. There was a walk in the inning and no errors. 1 left on base. 11-0 the score here. The Luther Knights need a run. They need 2 to keep the game going. We return here for the bottom half of inning number 5, and the Viroqua Blackhawks at Onalaska Luther leading 11-0. Here's a little scribbler out front. A quick toss down here to get the first out. Ben Zom now pitching, and Weber winds up a 2-3 put out for out number 1. Zom coming in from left field to try and finish things off here. Get a little work on the mound. Thanks to the Varsity Funeral Home helping us out today. Located Viroqua, Westby, and surrounding communities. Here's a ground ball. Fry. Oh, a long throw, and he got him. What a throw there by Miles Fry. As Shepard hustling down. And there's 2 down, just like that. The Westby Co-op Creamery, boy, stop in there at their convenience store in downtown Westby, folks. You're not going to be disappointed. And congratulations, they just picked up another state championship with their dairy products. and WCCU, the Westby Co-op Credit Union. 9 locations throughout western, southwestern, and even central Wisconsin now. Getting over there in that Lake Delton area and Portage. Here's Peyton Hunter, the left fielder. Oh, check that, excuse me, he's the right fielder. There's a fly ball, and that'll do it. A fly ball, and it's out number 3 to end the ball game. Well, let's take a quick look here. The winning pitcher today will be Tyler Quackenbush as the teams come out to shake hands. And the losing pitcher is Jackson Kendall. 2 runs in the first inning, and the Blackhawks never looked back after that as they win 11-0. 3 more in the third, 3 in the fourth. That was a big 3-run home run, by the way, from Tyler Quackenbush. And then 3 more runs here in the fifth. So they went 1, 2, 3 in the second. Meanwhile, the Knights, their best inning was the first inning when they actually brought 2, 4, 5 to the plate. Second inning they brought 4, and then after that it was a 1, 2, 3 inning from there on out. So the Viroqua defense really coming on strong. 11-0 your final here today. We hope that you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Viroqua Blackhawk baseball, and congratulations once again as they come up with the win. We'll see you real soon somewhere on the diamond. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin video production, saying so long for now.